round number 15, Atlanta 3. On the gate tonight in the 450 main event, we have Barboza, LeMunyon, Hubchap, Aiden, Dirteen, Stone Rider, Troy, Jen, Reese, Dad Shoes, Panda, Jones, Beast, Ethan, Morgan, Nightless, Vinny Besson, Dorian, and your series points leader, Rubes on the 317. MXB Mods, KTM, who is going to get the whole shot? Let's find out. We see both of our front runners in the beginning here as Dad Shoes makes a terrible mistake or gets punted off track, unfortunately, and goes down. So what do you know? It's Rubes out front, as we are accustomed to seeing, with Nightless in second, Morgan in third, Panda in fourth, LeMunyon in fifth. Rubes makes a mistake and immediately gets pushed back to the 6th place position. Dorian also makes a mistake in the whoop section, sorry. Stone Rider gets by Rubes. Vinny Besson makes an aggressive move there on the inside and pushes Rubes over. Zoom out here just a little bit. All right, it has already begun as your race leader, Morgan, on the Kawasaki here, being followed closely by Stone Rider and LeMunyon in a battle for second. Who is going to get it? LeMunyon dives to the inside, launches the roller there. Stone Rider gets a better run around the outside and makes the pass. Panda sitting in fourth. Nightless in fifth, trying to move up into that spot now, and it looks like he's going to be able to do it, but here comes Rubes, jumping over the double before the finish line, trying to take the inside, over jumps, and oh no, makes a mistake before the finish, and he goes down. That's going to lose spots to Vinny Besson, Beast, and Nightless, so Rubes having a lot of troubles here. Where is Dad Shoes to capitalize? Just a few positions back. If he can keep it clean and consistent, he could potentially see himself battling with Rubes in the middle of the pack and looking towards making his way up to the front to reclaim some of the points that he lost in the previous Atlanta rounds, but he has got a long way to go here as all of these riders are on the throttle and moving. Just over 18 minutes left in the main event tonight. Go back up front here and watch as we have a three-way battle for the lead. Let's go on board with Morgan. Here we go, guys. It officially begins. Stone Rider trying to get up front and get up front quickly. Let's go on board with LeMunyon. Stone Rider coming out of that rhythm section like a missile, dives to the inside, takes the position away from Morgan. We have a new race leader, Stone Rider on the Aerial KTM team, but your Wicked Racing rider, LeMunyon, oh my God. He on X Games mode, front flipping through the triples, fist pumping the air, happy to be alive, still in the hunt for the lead. Morgan falls back to third, Panda in fourth, Dorian in fifth. Rubes finding himself in a battle for sixth with Jones on the 46 testing machine. Here is Beast, Aiden, Reese, Aiden again, and Dad Shoes. Dad Shoes has got to find his way around this pack and do it quickly. But, you know, with 3 minutes already gone out of this main event, the one thing I'm noticing about this Atlanta 3 track, and it could be the track, it could be the new beta, that is the pain train is still alive and kicking back here as there are plenty of riders battling it out. Stone Rider able to put a bit of a gap on LeMunyon as timing and scoring is beginning to populate on the left side of your screen. Can he get through the whoop section cleanly? Yes, but LeMunyon is on a tear. Almost goes a little sideways there in the whoops. Still managing to keep it up. LeMunyon looking for his potential first win in the Aerial ESX 450 class, and he is in a prime position to be able to get it done. But Stone Rider has won a few of these already. Nerves are always a potential, but Stone Rider's pretty calm, cool, and collective out here in front. Not unfamiliar with it. Oh no, LeMunyon makes a big mistake in the whoops and goes down, so here comes Panda and Morgan to reclaim those positions away and take them back. Can LeMunyon fend them off? We're going to find out. Dorian is here, Rubes is here, Beast battling with Aiden through the whoop sections. LeMunyon feeling the pressure now from Panda as he is receiving the third-place rider who is trying to take over his spot. LeMunion makes a single mistake. It's going to be bad news for him, but, man, look how far Stone Rider has already checked out. Let's go on the free cam here. You can see Stone Rider about to hit the finish line, and LeMunion is all the way back here. So Stone Rider on a good hunt here for his next main event win in round 15. "15 minutes left on the clock. Already 1/4 of this race is gone." As we look back here, Rubes is sitting in the middle of Beast and Aiden in 7th place, trying to figure out how to get around and move back up to the front. There is FXR Aiden. Nightless comes across the finish line as Dad Shoes is battling with him. Dad Shoes all the way back in 12th. He has got to get on the throttle. He's got to get through these positions and figure out a way to get up front right now, because any position that Rubes finishes in front of him is another set of points that Rubes is going to take off towards the lead. Panda still pressuring LeMunion here for the number 2 spot. Here he goes. It looks like he's going to be able to try for an inside line here in this sweeper corner before the whoops, but LeMunion takes around the outside with speed. Here comes Dorian in the background. You can see with Morgan as they enter the whoop section. Panda almost makes a mistake and bobbles, but manages to keep it up. See if LeMunion can get through this section clean. Both of these riders opting not to triple over the table, but Dorian chooses that line and makes it by both riders, but goes down immediately. So the 4th and final rider in that pack, Morgan, is looking at being able to get up front and out of this battle quickly, or was, until he hit the downed bike of Dorian. Dorian manages to keep the lead here in this scrap for 2nd place. All the meanwhile, Stone Rider is still completely checked out as he crosses the finish line at the end of this long snake section here. Dorian sitting in 2nd, Morgan in 3rd, LeMunion in 4th, Rubes sitting in the 5th place position now as he's worked his way up. Panda falls back to 6th, Aiden on the K-Bell Racing Team in 7th, Beast on the 180 decals Husqvarna in 8th. Dad Shoes now finds himself in 9th, 3 positions he's clicked off in that one lap. And Aiden on the FXR Kawasaki rounds out your top 10. Rubes gets by LeMunion now and sits in the 4th place spot as he is hunting down Morgan to try to put himself at least in the podium position. And we could see a repeat of what happened last week at Atlanta 2, which was a long-winded battle between Rubes and Dad Shoes. Rubes and Dorian. Here goes Rubes now. Takes the inside line away from Morgan. LeMunion, man, like a rocket on the inside, hits that triple, sweeps to the inside, and takes the position away from Morgan. Can he keep it up in the whoops? Oh, he's getting sketchy. Almost blows the berm over. He was ready. He was prime and ready in attack position to take that spot away from Morgan, but made mistakes in the whoops, but that's okay. Morgan bobbles in the rhythm section, and LeMunion goes by, so LeMunion now moves up into 4th place. Morgan in 5th. Take that back. Morgan in 7th as Panda and Aiden both go by. Dorian makes a mistake and goes down. Rubes clips his bike but manages to keep it up. So your series points leader has hard charged his way back up into the 2nd place spot here tonight at Atlanta 3. Very, very far off from Stone Rider, who is looking good with just under 12 minutes left on the clock. But Rubes, man, could not have done better with the start that he was given and the pack that he had to move through. LeMunion on the Wicked Racing Team currently sitting in the 3rd and final podium position, being pressured now by Dorian. Let's take a look at lap times here. Dorian's fastest lap, a 1:43. LeMunion's last lap was a 1:45, so that's probably going to be his best lap. I don't know why it's saying his best is a 1:52. But Dorian clearly the faster rider of these two, so LeMunion's got to figure out some more areas to gain more speed or ride extremely defensively and prevent Dorian from getting by, because Dorian is on the hunt here. LeMunion makes a mistake in the triples and goes down, and Dorian's actually going to clip his bike and fall as well, so it's Aiden on the K-Bell Racing team, who now moves up into the third and final podium position. LeMunyon able to use the power of that 450 to clear that triple and continue with his momentum as Aiden goes down. So with a crazy turn of events here, LeMunyon crashes, takes out Dorian, gets passed by Aiden, and passes Aiden right back. LeMunyon back into the third and final spot, and look at the pain train we have here as Dad Shoes has now moved up into the fourth place position. Dad Shoes came from 12th, I think, at least dead last off the whole shot, and no, he's made another mistake. Dorian gets by back into fourth. Aiden sitting in fifth. Beast now in sixth. The pain train was deep there, guys. Any single mistake could have cost him so many positions, and he's honestly fortunate that it wasn't more than that. But he is on a complete tear, running a 1:41 here for at least 2 laps in a row at the Atlanta 3 track. So Dad Shoes has the speed to pass all of these guys. It's going to be very hard for him to catch up to Rubes, but he is not he's not known for being slow, so we'll see if he can do it. Got to stay out of the back tire of these other riders as he's trying to get by. Sand section here creates a little bit of space on both sides of the track. Complete drag race as Dad Shoes beats Beast to the berm, heads through the whoops here, and has Aiden and Dorian both in his sights. Aiden trying to pressure Dorian, who currently sits in fourth now, as Aiden gets by and throws a tsunami over the big triple there, as he is known to do. You can see as he's coming through the whoops in the background, Rubes is heading off out of this rhythm section. So it is going to take a miracle with just under 9 minutes left on the clock for Dad Shoes to not only pass these guys but catch up to Rubes and minimize the damage to the points with only 2 rounds remaining after this race in this series. Dorian gets a good drive through the rhythm, hits the double cleanly, sweeps underneath Aiden, and takes over the final podium spot. Dad Shoes in fifth, Beast in sixth. LeMunyon, who was previously on the podium, now falls back to seventh. Panda sitting in eighth. Aiden on the FXR Kawasaki in ninth. And it's Morgan who rounds out your top 10. So let's go back up here and watch as Aiden is trying to fend off both Dorian and Dad Shoes. Dad Shoes trying to hunt them both down. Looking at the timing and scoring on the left side of your screen as Dad Shoes crosses the finish line here in fifth. He is 32 seconds behind your race leader, Stone Rider, and about another 18 seconds behind the man he is trying to hunt down for the championship title. Dad Shoes going to potentially find himself in another drag race with Dorian through the sand section, but Dorian gets the better drive, creates just a little bit more spacing, but it's Aiden who's trying to run away with the podium here. Even Aiden himself is 13 seconds down on Rubes. 3-way battle for the podium here with just over 7 minutes left in this main event. Dad Shoes having a lot of trouble in that section, forces to double a few times and not even able to clear the big triple at the end. So he is going to fall back off of Dorian. That gives Dorian some room to breathe, and all he has to worry about is the rider in front of him. Dad Shoes goes down and goes down hard as he comes over that double and cases it. That double is bigger than it looks. The run-up that you get to it out of that corner past the rhythm section is quicker than it looks. It can be tricky, as you see. So Stone Rider completely checked out, as we've mentioned. Let's take a look at the free roam cam here so you can see the gap that he has as here he comes entering the whoop section, and Rubes is all the way back here in the sand. There is your number 2 rider. Your number 3 rider, Aiden, currently still trying to fend off Dorian, but the gap that Stone Rider has on all these guys, look, there he goes around the whole shot, and here comes Aiden. So Stone Rider staring another win in the face here at round 15. Dorian trying to catch up as he is sitting, let's check the points here as soon as they come up on the monitor. There you go. Dorian sitting in third, actually having pushed Reese out of that top 3 spot in the championship. So Dorian still has a lot on the line as well, trying to get himself a top 3. Aiden not able to hit the next triple cleanly because he makes a mistake after the double and hits a tough block. So here comes Dorian with a clean run through this section. Going to try to make a pass here, and he's going to get it because Aiden can't hit the triple either. Here comes Dad Shoes, though. So Aiden falls back and loses a position. Dorian finally reclaims his spot on the podium. 5 minutes left to go here in the main event. Aiden makes another mistake in the rhythm section. This could allow Dad Shoes to catch up. Oh, man. Thought he was going to barely come out of that triple alive, but he ends up going down in the corner. Atlanta 3 giving him some trouble. Aiden catching up to Dorian once more, so we have a battle. Looking at their lap times, Dorian's fastest is a 1:43. Aiden's fastest a 1:42. So on his best performance, Aiden is a second faster than Dorian. Completely capable of catching up to him. He just has to figure out where he can make a pass. Goes Aiden creating some space here as he's going to hit the triple. He's primed to take an inside line and sweep it away, and there he goes, steals the inside away from Dorian, and Aiden reclaims the third and final podium position with just over 3 minutes left to go in this moto. A battle for the podium is ensuing, and Aiden, on one of his best rides of the season now on this Atlanta 3 replica, makes a mistake in the rhythm section. Dorian is going to be able to catch up a little bit, but not able to steal the position back. Aiden fighting for dear life right now, trying to hold off one of the best Supercross riders that we have in the 450 class. Dad Shoes still lingering in the background there. You can see as he is hitting these doubles now. So he is praying that two of these guys here, or both of these guys, potentially get into one another and take each other out to give him a little bit of extra time to catch up. But the way Aiden and Dorian are riding, that is unlikely to happen anytime soon. 2 minutes left on the clock. Dad Shoes trying to close in and give us a three-way battle for the podium. Let's take a look back in the rest of the field here as Beast currently sitting in fifth, or sixth place rather, sorry. Hubchap in seventh. Troy on the McMonster Kawasaki is in eighth, giving complete wheelies through that whoop section and goes down. Panda in ninth, your fourth place rider in the series. Reese is currently sitting in the top 10. Let's go back up front here. Don't want to take my eyes off of this battle for too long. Anything can happen, and it happens quickly. Just like that, Dorian gets a good run through the rhythm section, makes a pass on Aiden around the outside, and pushes himself back into the number 3 spot. Let's check in with our race leader, Stone Rider, as he will have 2 laps left in this race. When he crosses the finish line this next time, it could very well be the white flag. It should be the white flag for him. 20-minute main event flashes by in the blink of an eye, especially when the racing is this intense. You can see that I believe Dorian has a cutting penalty because according to timing and scoring on the left, the gap that separates him and Aiden is 0.2 seconds, even though he was about a second ahead of him. So I imagine he probably has a 1 second cutting penalty at this point. Dadshoes still trying everything he can, man, to catch up, but it's just not happening. These guys are not letting off. Aiden wants this top 3, and he wants it bad. Goes, getting himself around Dorian cleanly. Dorian not able to hit the triple, has to double, and Aiden is going to take it back. Back and forth between these two all moto long. The skill it takes to ride a supercross track in this game is one thing. The skill it takes to battle for 10 minutes, it seems like, if not more, without taking each other out is another thing. Last lap, as I mentioned, the white flag has been waved for your race leader, Stone Rider, as he is trying to take a victory lap here. Rubes still 15 seconds back, so Stone Rider has a nice lead, a nice cushion, and he is looking to take home the checkers here for, I think, is his 3rd, maybe 4th win in the Aerial ESX class. Dadshoes. Oh no, Dadshoes almost gets into a lap traffic there, but manages to keep it up on 2 wheels. Aiden crosses the finish line in 3rd. Here comes Dadshoes trying to battle with Dorian now as he has 1 lap left to click off 2 more points in this championship. It's a good drive through the whoop section here. Let's see if he can actually make a pass sometime soon. There it is. Dorian makes a mistake. Dadshoes gets the triple in cleanly. He's going to make it by with about a half of a lap left to go. And Aiden makes a mistake and goes down. On the last lap, Dadshoes, hard charging all main event long, finds himself sitting in the 3rd and final transfer spot. No, but he goes down, hits a tough block, and makes a mistake. Here comes Aiden again, rounding out the outside. Dadshoes trying to ride with integrity here and not take him out. Dorian, fortunately, is not close enough to capitalize, so if Aiden can keep it clean, he can get the podium that he has been working for all race long, but Dadshoes has about 20, 30 seconds left to make something happen. He's got to go, and he's got to go now. So the checkers have already been waved for your race leader, Stone Rider, and winner here at round 15. Let's go back and look as Rubes has taken 2nd place as well, and it looks like it is going to be Aiden on the KBell Racing Suzuki who comes across the finish line in 3rd place, taking home a podium tonight. Dadshoes finishes in 4th. Dorian just very close behind him. Actually, Dorian takes away the number 4 spot because Dadshoes has cutting penalties, which push him back to 5th. Beast comes across in 6th. Hubchap in 7th. It's going to be Troy on the McMonster Kawasaki, who is credited with the 8th place finish. Panda crossing in 9th. And it appears that a battle between Morgan and Aiden will result in Morgan winning and coming away with a top 10 finish here. Uncharacteristic finish here by Reese as he crosses the finish line in 12th. LeMunyon, after having such a good early moto, finds himself sitting in 14th, or 13th rather. Nope, it is 14th. So man, what a crazy ride. Stone Rider not only winning, but doing it with style. A 12-second gap over your series points leader, Rubes. Rubes finishing in 2nd. Aiden in 3rd. Dorian in 4th. And Dadshoes with a 5th place finish. Beast, Hubchap, Troy, Panda, and Morgan round out your top